Hi, my name is Dallisa Hocking. I am a fifth generation psychic medium, and I'm the owner of Spirit and Spark. And I wanted to jump on today to specifically talk about the remembrance of 1 October, which was the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history, and just share a few things about love and the bond of love and how it never dies. And so whether you live in Las Vegas or you don't, hopefully this message will resonate with everyone watching today. So a year ago today, I was in Las Vegas, and I remember waking up the next morning, October 2nd, and looking at my cell phone and getting a bunch of text messages from people across the country asking if I was okay. And my heart immediately sunk. As a psychic, intuitive, I had really felt that there was going to be something major that was going to be happening in Las Vegas, but Spirit never showed me specifics, but it always felt like it was looming. And so again, my heart just dropped to the pit of my stomach, and immediately started looking through my phone to see what had happened. Then, shortly after that, I jumped on Facebook and started giving out as many details and resources as I could for people that were trying to figure out how they could help and what they could do. And anyone watching this that lives in Las Vegas, I think you will understand what it is that I was going through, because I'm sure you were going through it to some degree as well. Many of us and people that I knew tried to figure out what could we do to help, but just never felt like it was never enough. And so fast forward a couple of days later, and I was still in a state of shock, like many of us were, trying to figure out what had happened, why it had happened. And a woman came in for a session with me. And I never ask clients, if you are my client, you'll know this. I never ask details of what you want to come in for. I really just, I have your name on my calendar and a time, and you show up. And so a couple of days after 1 October, I show up, and there's a woman sitting there, comes into my room and sits down, and I said to her, what are you here for? Because I do psychic work, I do mediumship work, and the difference is psychic work is more past, present, future, and mediumship is specifically connecting with loved ones on the other side. And so as she sat there, she says, I want to connect with a friend who recently passed away. And I remember thinking and sharing some sentiments with her in regards to spirit, and if they just passed away, there's no guarantee there's no guarantee they're ever going to show up. But especially if they just transitioned, I don't know if they're going to come. I believe that when you pass away and go on to the other side, there's a life review that you have to go through, and time is an illusion on our side of things. And so I say that, and I start the session. And it starts to become very clear to me, based on what I was being shown, that the person coming forward was actually from 1 October. Again, heart sunk. It makes me want to cry even telling the story now. And so I start sharing all these details, and I'm not going to share them with you today. I'm getting emotional because it's not my business to tell you what that client said or what that victim said, but it was a reading I will never forget. And what came forward so very clearly is that this person wanted his friend to know that he was okay, and that he made it to the other side, and that his angel came to get him. And so the whole reason I'm jumping on today to share this story with you, I didn't feel it was appropriate to tell this story, right after 1 October, and everyone was going through their own grief and the whole process of grief. And we were trying so desperately to come together as a community to help each other out. I didn't feel that it was the right time to share this story. But I saw from a very interesting, unique perspective as a medium, as this beautiful soul and man stepped forward to show me him trying to help people at the concert and trying to save their lives, and that he ultimately lost his life while saving other people. And so, as you can imagine, I'm crying a year later. I cried the entire way home. And I want you to know today that if that man can step forward and tell us that he's okay, then your loved ones in spirit can also do the same. And so as you watch this message, whether you resonate with 1 October, you live in Las Vegas, or you don't, it's important for you to remember that wherever you are in the world, your loved ones that are on the other side are still very much connected with you and to you. And they want you to know so badly that they're okay. And so please, please, just remember them in your thoughts. If you pray, maybe say a little prayer for them. And if anything out of this video is that you remember that love never dies, the bond of love never dies, but that even in your darkest moments, as you still walk along this earth, in your darkest moments, I swear to you, you are never, ever, ever, ever alone. Even when you think you might be, you're not, okay? I didn't expect to get this emotional in this video today. But as I start to recall the memories of that session, it makes me cry. And not from a sad perspective. Obviously, the whole 1 October event was a huge tragedy. But these tears are tears of remembrance and tears of overwhelming knowingness that the bond of love between you, your friends, you and your family, everyone that you've touched in this lifetime, that doesn't go anywhere. When you cross over, I believe your spirit just goes into the next room, in a very universal sense. And so please take this and keep it close to your heart. And thank you to all of our first responders, not only in Las Vegas, but first responders everywhere, and people that stepped into roles of kindness and trying to help others on 1 October, and those every single day that walk on this earth trying to just do the right thing and be kind and help one another. Because when you spread love and you spread kindness and you help other people, it makes a huge difference, even if it's something really small. So just ask yourself, what can you do to help someone else today? And where can you show a smile, and where can you be kind? Because it really, really, really does matter. And so for everyone that was there for 1 October, the survivors, the people that lost their lives that day, the friends and family, the first responders, I send you so much love and light today. And please know that you have not been forgotten. And all of those watching, I send you the same love and light. Have a beautiful, beautiful day and do something nice for someone. Thank you so much.